Good morning, everybody. How are you doing? Today's November 2nd, 2018. I'm back at Angel Heart. While I was driving in, I was, like, you know how sometimes I pick up stuff. I was kind of feeling Robert Kennedy again, like I get every once in a while. And I was kind of, listening to the news and hearing all the, will they vote yes for Democrats or no? And he showed me like a coliseum where people light a light. It's like when we're doing something in honor of or in hope for. And he's showing me hope. It was like his way of showing, Linda, don't worry. We'll all be lighting the flames of hope. So I think my interpretation of what he was saying, he said some other pretty profound things, but I didn't have anything to write it down with because I was driving. But my interpretation is that there's great hope coming to the United States. And we're overthinking it. Like, just relax. So, okay. And my guides have told me it's hands down it's going to be cool. So, someone brought a good point up on the news today that, he's talking about the Caravan and shooting at anybody that throws a rock and, and why is he so focused in on that? Donald Trump, why is he so focused in on that? I think he thinks his base will love it, but he's turning other people off. There's a place in Colorado that normally votes red. And some of the housewives there were saying, listen, I have to turn it off. I can't have my children listening to that. So they think he's gone overboard. And there's other things he could have ran on. But he's choosing to focus in on that. So, ooh, girl, there's some good stuff coming up. Sorry. I can't help it. I get excited. Thank you so much. Thank you. Although there will be cheating and there will be, but they won't win. I'm telling you, I heard it as clear as day. So, Robert, you came to me to tell me there's hope. Identify to me what the hope that his brother, Jack, is around, but he's like busy. Big family over there. Oh, thank you. He just said, we know you. We know you. I was just a little girl when these guys died, and I never sobbed so hard in my life. I knew something magnificent had happened. Jack Kennedy is saying, people put him too far up on the pedestal because he was assassinated. But they had it. They had it down. They kind of could, what they were doing was beyond them. It's almost like they were interpreters. So, but they got cut short. Part of as written. Okay. But we're not getting into that. Thank you. Tell me about it. When you said the Coliseum of hope, it's like light. Everybody's holding a light. What are you saying to me? What do you mean by that? I don't know. It's like we're setting a path for generations to follow. There's a lot of hardship coming up, but this too shall pass. We've had a lot of disappointments too. Thank you. So the judgment will come. So it's like if you're on the right path, you will be rewarded. We've got the Empress, you guys. So I think it's the female energy. It's like women are coming in and changing things. And there's good news with, there's good news. There's one woman in particular that feels like she'll win. Like people are like, oh my God. So there's celebration and Trump the card I have for Trump is upside down. So he's the basis of this, and whatever his rhetoric is upside down. Judgment will come. He's very frightened, you guys. He's very frightened. Well, since I have him out here, I know I read on this over and over, you guys, but I have friends always writing me, Linda, are you sure? Are you sure? I can only tell you what I see. Sometimes they don't like me over asking, you guys. But I will, just since he's here, if you don't mind, just a teensy bit. So when you show Trump upside down, what are you showing me? What are you saying? His rain will fall. That's what I just heard as clear as day. It's going to have to change the whole republic. It's like all these people in there, and even Democrats. It's going to change up a lot. It's like we never want to stand here again. Oh, I wanted to tell you guys something. I psychically had a flash yesterday that I saw Ivanka, the daughter, literally thinking that she was going to try to be, I think she even has a committee working on it. Like after this dies down and her dad leaves in shame, she might think there's enough scavengers out there that would vote for her. I don't know why. I just saw that. Okay, FYI. She won't win. Ooh. He will be sitting up in bed sobbing. Lots of money. He has a battle yet to come. See, you can't go on anger and hate like that and expect a good outcome. His star will fall, you guys. It says it as clear as day. And boom. He may start up crazy after this because he's going downhill. And I see justice prevailing. I see a powerful man coming in and say, oh, that's, you know who that is? That's Mueller. He's coming in. And remember I told you guys there's a female. There's a real powerful female involved with this. So I see Mueller coming in and basically wiping the slate clean. And Trump is doing everything he can to try to turn people's attention away, like squirrel. But his strength will be drained. So let's ask about the Caravan, because is something going to happen with the Caravan that the optics of that is so bad, people are turning away going, oh God. Because you know, I don't know if you guys saw Rachel Maddow, but she definitely talked about the U.S. Army had sent out, released something that said, you know, by the time that people come up here, the numbers won't be that big, and they won't engage in battle or shooting. But Trump wouldn't care. Yeah, go ahead, shoot those. That mother holding that baby. Just go ahead and do it. Haven't seen like this since Germany. With some picture, and I can still see with a German soldier shooting at a woman holding a baby. It was just horrible. Tell me about the Caravan. Okay, thank you. Robert just said, as clear as day to me, it will be his fall. Like whatever he's doing with this will be part of the reason that America's turning their head. And then we got the other things coming up with Russia. I don't see Russia trying to change the vote as strongly as they did before. I don't know why. They might be running out of money or something. And they're kind of mad at Trump, like he's not helping or he's not doing what they want. He loves the divisiveness that's going on now. And I don't know if you heard this morning, but there was some sort of sanctions on Iran that for other countries not to do business with him or something. I don't know what he did. I'll look into that later. I'll do that tomorrow. But let's do the Caravan now. Tell me about the Caravan and these people coming out. You wonder, knowing what this guy's saying, why do they insist? Why do they insist on still coming with this crazy man at the border? And who I fear is those guys that aren't officials with guns saying, yeah, we'll come down here, 200 of them. We'll stop them, which means they'll kill them. They kind of dig it. It's like, ooh, it's hunting season. I don't know, you guys. I don't remember what I told you before, but it actually works in our favor. It's like much ado about nothing going nowhere. There is some heartache here, but it's not nearly as bad as when they took the children away from everyone. It's like they're being watched. So, and also it's almost like magnificent energy is around these people and protecting them. And even Mexico won't allow the United States to start sharpshooting at people. I think one of those guys that, it's not an official, it's somebody coming in there, does something. But it's almost like, he doesn't kill anybody, but it's almost like it causes an eruption or something where Trump has to back down, or it looks really bad. The optics are bad. But I'm not seeing mass murder or anything like that. There's just so much hatred. I think the people who voted for Trump are going to be shocked at the outcome of what's going to happen. Because we all were frightened because we were shocked that he won. They were talking in Colorado that a good portion of people didn't come out and vote. Not that they were for Trump, but they just, somebody said they wrote in Bernie, but they just weren't as interested in Hillary, and yet now they say they wish to have voted for Hillary in hindsight. But you know, Trump has showed who he is as a human being and as a Russian puppet, and it's getting ugly. And I've told you guys Mueller's going to come out with some goods. I told you guys this. Okay, now, you know I get hundreds of emails, you guys. And sometimes I want to go back to the email. Then when I go back in, I don't have anybody professional working with me on emails. I have someone professional working on YouTube and my website. But I'm handling my own emails, and sometimes it can be overwhelming. But some of you have written me some very interesting questions. I'll sit down and work on it and sort it out with some of your questions that you wanted me to ask. I know we've gone over Beto and all that again and again and again. Like I said, sometimes they get upset, but there's people saying that Cruz is ahead. And I gotta tell you, I was listening and I drifted off to sleep and woke up, sat straight up, and threw those cards and said, are you kidding me? Is Cruz gonna win? And I'm not getting it. And I got good news too. My sister, who is very intuitive, but not on call intuitive. Like you couldn't say to her, hey, what's gonna happen? She's one of those ones that just has to come to her. She'll just get ahead for no reason at all. She had a dream that I called her and said, turn on the TV. We won. And so when she woke up, forced herself to wake up so she could turn on the TV and realize, wait, the voting isn't until Tuesday. Okay. Cruz is evil. He thinks he has it in the bag, which is interesting. So is Cruz going to win? Is he going to beat out Beto? What is Cruz thinking after Tuesday? What's happened to Cruz after Tuesday? I hope it's not happy cards, but what is Cruz thinking after Tuesday? It's just something so, like you got to take a shower. There's a lot of those guys you just feel so, ugh. He's crossed with the 9 of Swords, so he's sitting up in bed crying, okay? He really thinks he has it. But his world's turned upside down. He's very disappointed. And he's kind of shocked. So listen, it might be close, or they might have to reevaluate it, but it's not good on his side. The other guy wins. They built up his, I'm telling you, he thinks he's going to win. But it's, don't pay attention. Okay, so Cruz doesn't look good. How does Beto look? Because being that it's a 2 of Swords, I mean, do they have to do it again? Tell me how Beto does. I've read for it before. I keep saying, yes, he's going to win. But let's just double check. Let's just double check. Beto has the page of cups. So he's given the offer. He's given the love. People really have a good feeling about Beto. There's just something so enlightening about him. Beto, are you going to win, Beto? We're asking just one last time. And I promise you I won't ask again. Is Beto gonna win? I'm pretty sure Gilliam's going to win. And I'm pretty sure the one that Oprah just came out for is going to win. Hello. Ding dong, the witch is dead. Witch, oh witch, the wicked witch. Hello. Now he's being handed the cups. He's being given the throne. He spent a lot of money on this, you guys. The world is at his... Listen, there's evil people out there, though, that want to see him fall. I will tell you that. But it's like he's able to fend them off. It's like he kind of crashes, too, because I think it's just so much work. I think they went through a lot of money, and I feel like he'll just sort of crash for a minute. But he's actually going in more worried than Cruz, which is interesting. So, I mean, you guys, it showed more than once that he's going to win, okay? I definitely think Gilliam's going to win. I definitely see a lot of people, a lot of turnovers favoring us. And I just want you to know, just take a breath. I'm going to go see a movie that day just to kind of keep my mind at ease because it's in the works already. And look, they're talking about an extenuating amount of people have already voted. And you know, maybe some of them are Repubs, but I'm feeling like it's going in our favor, you guys. So, okay. Now, let's just real quick talk about those 2 men that decided that they were going to say that Mueller tried to rape somebody. Dang, I should have wrote down their names. Sorry about it, you guys. I can see them. The one guy was standing there. They had a conference. It was, I guess it was so pathetic. The guy's zipper was down. His fly was open. Well, let's just see the outcome of that. I almost felt like there was arrests. So, okay. And this woman, of course, didn't show. She might have taken their money. But she didn't show because she knows she's in trouble. They got her to lie for money. So what's going to happen to those 2 dirtbags? The FBI is looking into it. Ooh. Okay, what's going to happen to those 2 dirtbags to try to make out? Oh, Trump would have ran with this if it wasn't so sloppy. He would have ran with it. They're so desperate. Ooh, justice will prevail. People will be celebrating because the judge is boom. So yeah, they're in trouble. They're in big trouble. Mueller's upset, but not as upset as you would think. Probably because he knows people know it's based on total lies. But they thought they'd get away with it. That's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, they're going to be like the walk of shame. That's what I see. They just feel like a laughingstock to me. It's a shame, you know. They're so desperate to help their Hitler, Heil Hitler, that they'll do anything. Okay, say or do anything. And listen, when Trump goes down, more stuff is coming out, you guys. Big time stuff. Okay, so last but not least, I just want to take a look at the stock market. Now, I know it was going down today. You know how it dropped and then it went back up. Tell me about the economy and the stock market. Somebody keeps showing me like this big bubble or balloon and like they go pop, like something's gonna pop. And the hardship will go to our children. That's what I heard. Tell me about the stock market. I definitely saw a crash. Not as bad as the one in 2008, but here's people gathering up what they can because the economy is taking a dive. Might even be after the, but don't worry, it's going to be okay. It might even be after the voting, and then Trump will try to blame the Democrats as to why the economy's not working right. But I actually see it sorting itself out. It's going to take like 4 years, but it feels like it's like going to get better. Things are going to get better. So don't worry about that. It doesn't show awful, god-awful, horrible things. But it does show internationally there's some stuff going on that'll affect us. And you know, you guys, when I said I saw explosion and I saw deaths, bodies, a lot of people wrote me and asked if it was the Philadelphia, the Jewish people that died. What's interesting, when I was looking at Robert, I could feel the soul energy of the people that died over there, and it's like they're coming in doing work, like they're all together, wanting so bad to remove the hate from this world, if they can, or to help people look elsewhere. Because they're saying, this woman just said to me, because we are not dead. We're more alive now. And we want peace. And if we sacrificed our lives for the sake of people opening their eyes, that's good. More than them have died because of evil. So anyway, but yeah, that could very possibly be the explosion. And remember, I told you guys, I'm so sorry, I just see death. So the last question will be, is there any other surprises? Is there any other terrorist action that we should worry about coming up? Is there any other terrorist action that we should worry about coming up? I'm almost feeling like there's Trumpster action, like inside the United States, like there's people showing their butt, being horrible. And we're repelling. It's at first people were like, yeah, get out these people, and now it's even getting, it's just like they don't want the dirty work, they don't want to see that kind of nonsense. Is there anything else I need to tell everybody like you told me before? Ooh, dang it. Yeah. Not huge. But there is some evil, you guys. There's some evil doing some ugly stuff. Maybe even 8 more souls are going to cross. And international, I was feeling stuff. But the demon is working hard, you guys. The evil is working hard to change the fortune of the world. But there's definitely going to be some negative happening internationally in the world. So we'll be witnessing it. Here in the United States, I'm seeing 8. Either 8 more things that happen or 8 souls lost. But I do see people changing. There's a big change going on and some people don't want to see it happening. So, okay, you guys. So I'll see you mañana. I'll be back. And God bless everyone. Cheers.